our next contestant, Benjamin Goodwin. Don't smile. Don't smile, Benjamin Goodwin.
Early one evening, I find myself sitting here in my lounger, scrolling through the headlines of the news on my phone, when out of the blue, two unruly kids come screaming and yelling through the living room, stomping up the stairs, interrupting my solitude. In frustration, I leap out of the chair, toss aside my phone, and stomp upstairs after them to scold those two culprits. You both know there's no yelling, no screaming, and no running through the house. Friends, shortly after the phrase, "I'm not yelling, do you want to hear yelling?" I hear the soothing, calming voice of an angel. "We need to talk." "Grandma, is that you?" "No, it's me, your wife," Eve says, as she taps me on the shoulder as if to say, "Look behind you, you moron." "What's wrong with you? Let the kids be kids. Are you happy? I mean, really, are you happy?" "Yeah, I'm happy. Of course I'm happy." It's so hard to tell. You don't smile anymore. Eve had just invited me to evaluate my smile. And in a way that only she can, with her smiling face, she invited me to evaluate my life. Smiles are an invitation. That's how I noticed her. Me and John were at church, sitting in Sunday school, and she walked in the room. And the first thing that I noticed was her smile. Unfortunately, John noticed it also. He, being quicker than I, jumped at the chance to ask her out. As fate would have it, their date didn't go too well, so I asked her out. Many smiles and several dates later, Eve Clixville, will you marry me? Yes! Yes! Yes, absolutely! It's been 15 years since that day. The smiles have come, and the smiles have gone. The smiles have always come back. That signals to me that everything is going to be all right. Smiles are an invitation. Smiles have power, real power. Let me show you. I want everyone to take out a writing utensil, a pen, a pencil. Hold it between your fingers like this. If you don't have a pen or a pencil, use your fingers. I want you to show me the biggest teeth-bearing grin that you can. Slide that pen right in between there and bite down. Excellent. You got it? You got it? Great job. You can stop now. What you have just done, besides a forced smile, is you've released endorphins into your bloodstream. Endorphins are happiness chemicals. Research shows that endorphins interact with the opiate receptors in your brain to reduce the perception of pain. Pain relievers. Pain relievers is what endorphins are. It's what smiles bring. Pain relievers from endorphins not only reduce pain, they make you happy. See, smiles are a cure. Have you ever had someone, a friend, a family member, that you've helped to cure with a smile? When I was 6 years old, my dad would drag me month in and month out over to Bob Peabody's house. The first time I saw Bob Peabody, I was scared. He was a monster to me. I cowered behind my dad for 5 minutes. Bob had cancer of the mouth. And every time we visited, he had a bandage that covered the lower left side of his face. Our smiles brought pain relief to Bob each and every time we visited. When I was not afraid to look, I could see the right corner of his mouth peer into a smile when we visited. Our smiles did not cure Bob's cancer. Unfortunately, nothing did. But what I realized that our smiles did instead is they brought him relief every time we visited. That moment, that time that we were there, his pain was gone. On the rare occasion that one of my children comes in from play or school, frowning and moping, I need to say a variation of one simple phrase. Don't you smile. Don't you smile. Don't smile, and within seconds, their frown is cured. Literally cured. Frowns, scowls, it's a plague, it's a disease. Simply cured by smiles. Then we're all smiling. Because smiles are also contagious. Have you ever spread along the cold or a flu to your friends or family members? Probably someone you didn't even know. How much effort does that take? You have to get the cold, the virus from somewhere, then you have to suffer through the sniffling and the coughing, and then the recovery time. Smiles don't require that. Smiles are easy, and they're just as contagious. I guarantee you, walk through your halls of work, the sidewalks in your community, and I guarantee you, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to see someone that's not smiling, and when they see you smiling, they're going to start smiling. And if you see someone that is smiling and smile at them, their smile is going to get bigger. Smiles are contagious. Smiles have power. Smiles are inviting. I invite you all to smile. I invite you all to cure someone's pain. And I invite you to spread smiles around like the contagious epidemic that they are. And here I find myself sitting in my lounger, scrolling through the headlines on my phone, when two unruly children run through the living room screaming and yelling, interrupting my solitude. I jump from the chair, storm upstairs, with a smile on my face.
A minute of silence for the judges. Trevor, would you give me a minute, please?